and you gotta be woke for what? Huh? Nice for what? Huh? And you wanna be woke for what? Huh? Peace, peace, peace. Peace, 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 peace. And more peace. Oh yeah. Give yourself just a little bit. Just a little bit. How y'all feel out there? It's beautiful. Evening, I would say. I would say it's 9 o'clock, 9 hour. Shout out to the divine feminine. We in the building. And you gotta be woke for what? Nice for what? And you wanna be woke for what? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button. Take out your stress, your anxiety on that like button. Just hit it. Pow, 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 pow. It'll make you feel better. Definitely. Yeah, it is. Look at Hannah in the building. Peace to the gods, the gods, the gods, the gods. Peace to the goddesses, goddesses, goddesses. Hey, how y'all feel out there? I got some stuff in my hand. I'm trying to roll up. Yeah, we're gonna have a good little conversation today. Shout out to everybody for joining us. We in a building, God gang in a building. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you gotta be, and you wanna be woke for what? So today's conversation is gonna be crazy, right? Because I'm riding down the street, right, and almost hit this dude. Um, Let me preface this because I know I get it to my story so deep, right? Today's conversation is woke for what? What does woke for what mean? Why would we even think about woke for what? Let's talk about it because again, I understand it's like, you know, some of us feel like this shit is getting worse every day. You know what I'm saying? Like the more we know, like the worse it get. Like we don't get no benefits for being conscious. I don't get no benefits for being woke. You know what I'm saying? So today I'm riding down the street. This guy walking up the street with his backpack on, Hindi. He like a Hindi Indian, right? From Hindustan. Walking across the street, minding his business, and he in the way. But he don't care. He's speaking good English, and he made it to America, right? You have arrived at your destination, right? But what do he get? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, peace to the gods in the building, the goddess of war in the building. But what did he get? Like I had to look at the life from that man's perspective today. So we gonna look at woke as like being an immigrant. You dig what I'm saying? Because again, we looking at destiny and we looking at destination. Because sometimes being conscious is a bearing thing. It separates us from our friends. Sometimes being conscious is overwhelming. Sometimes being conscious keeps us, you know, from enjoying life because we are conscious, right? But look at this guy in America. He came from wherever he came from, Hindustan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, who knows? Who cares? No one cares how he made it to America. You know what I mean? He probably dreamt his whole life, I'm going to go to America. I'm going to make it to America. I'm going to be big, you know? And then imagine how he got here. Like, he don't get points for sneaking in a boat. He don't get points for coming in a conveyor belt. He don't get extra points for being smuggled. You know what I mean? Being a victim, no, you get no extra points for the shit. You here, so what you gonna do with it? Oh, you speak the language? Good. Good for you. What you gonna do with it? No one cares that you're woke. No one cares that you've arrived at your destiny. What you gonna do with it? You see? I understand we upset about being woke. We think that we should get benefits. We made it to woke. We made it to we like I understand like the point of this conversation was really before this, but cuz it's like I understand what do we get for knowing this shit besides being upset? What do we get for knowing Pan-Africanism and knowing about Egypt? What do you get for knowing the Apocrypha, right? For being woke, what do you get for this shit? Destiny, destination. Nobody knows you made it but you. Hmm? See, the problem why we get upset with being conscious, the problem why being woke ain't shit is because being woke ain't shit. Your destination is just the beginning. It's a whole new beginning. It's a whole new commencement. We at the top of the world all over again at destiny. You know what I'm saying? Again, you on to Hollywood. You dreamt your whole life you gonna make it to Hollywood. All you need to do is get there. You take a bus, you take a plane, train, or automobile. You will walk to Hollywood because you just need to get there. And when you get there, don't nobody give a fuck. Nobody care how you got here. No. Nobody cares, and nobody's going to help you. Oh, you came in a cargo van. Wow. Let me give you a job. You were smuggled here in the back of a yak, right? You had to walk through the desert. You almost died of thirst on your way to to America. Hmm. What can I do for you since you made it here? How can I help you? Nobody's thinking that. That's how consciousness works. You know, it's what you make it. It's what you make it. Now you're here in America. Now you have the opportunity to look around and do everything that you thought you would do when you got to America. But don't nobody give a fuck you in America, that you are in your promised land, that you're woke, and you can see what lies around you. You can see opportunity. You can see the forest for the trees. Don't nobody else care. They don't know that. You know, like again, think about it. Like the average person working at 7-Eleven or working at the gas station, we don't think about how they got here. We don't give them no points for being smuggled. We don't give them no points for passing the test. You know, whatever they had to do, good for you. Who cares? When you get here, it all starts again. I hate being woke, right? I hate being conscious because I don't get no points for it. People don't understand what I've been through to get to this point. I hate being conscious. I hate being woke. Woke for what, right? I get it. I can understand that feeling. Mm? I got smuggled here. I had to save up for years to get this money to these underground cartel, and they were going to use me as a drug mule, but I made it to the promised land, and nobody gives a fuck. I get no extra benefits. I hate being woke. I get it. But what do? When you made it to your destiny, does it change because nobody's giving you benefits? Does it change because nobody respects the fact that you came through the struggle, that you came here through foster care, that you came here because you got laid off, you came here because your mom is a preacher and she went crazy, huh? They don't care how you made it. You know how you made it. You know why you here. You see the forest from the trees. See, that's the difference between people living in LA and people that come to LA. It's a difference. Nobody cares how you got here. But when you get here, what you going to do? Are you going to make a difference? Are you going to live in your destiny? Are you going to change your life? Being woke ain't the cure. Being woke don't solve nobody's problems, and I understand that. That's why we get upset. That's why I hate being woke. I hate this shit. Oh man, like I wish that I could give everybody a reward for figuring out that the history books is lying, that we going through a miseducation system, that we've been indoctrinated with depression through religions and through institutions. We should get rewarded for that. We should be entitled to some type of recognition for being the woke, but we not. I hate this shit. I hate being woke. Shit's corny. It's worthless because I gotta still deal with the bullshit, right? But I was thinking, I'm like, bro, all of these people come here. They gotta learn the language. You get no points if you don't speak no English, nigga. You better learn it quick. We gotta learn being God quick. We gotta learn being fantastic quick. We get no points for speaking no English. We get no points for the struggle. We get no points for how we got to America, how we arrived at destiny. It's what you're gonna do with it. Oh man, if I could just get $1 for every lie out of the white man told, I'd be rich, but I can't. Damn, I hate being woke. You know? I know every lie the white man told and I can't get $1 for it. No, nigga. Damn, I hate being woke. See, I understand how it feels out here when we wake up and we in destiny. We arrived at clear vision, at clairvoyance, at opportunity and clear path, and we see the differences, but we don't get no support. We don't get no help. We don't even get a pat on the back. Welcome to your destiny. I know what it is. I can feel it. Welcome to America. Welcome to Hollywood. This is your chance to be famous, but no one's going to help you. But you've made it here. You've made it to destiny. You've made it to consciousness. You've made it to knowing where you can infuse. Again, nobody says you're going to make it in Hollywood, but you got to get there. You got to get to destiny. We got to have a plan to get to a position, to see woke, to be woke. We gotta feel good about making the best of woke. Woke sucks right now. Woke is terrible. We too worried about other motherfuckers still sleep to be woke. I hate being woke. You know, I should have stayed in Afghanistan. I should have stayed in Iraq. I came all the way across this country in the back of a ship. I smuggled myself, right, in the trunk of a car, and nobody gives me credit for that. All I did to come here, to make it here to destiny, all I survived, to live in my success, to live in my joy and my abundance, and I gotta start from scratch. Because see, that's to me, that's what destiny really is. Destiny is where you get to build your world. You want to start from scratch. You want to start from scratch in destiny because now you're building with your knowledge. You're building with what you know. See, in this woke state that we in, we don't get to build. We don't get to build. We get to feel and remember, and now we feel separate. Now we feel um, estranged from the people that we woke up from, but we don't get to build. You know, and why don't we get to build? Right? Why don't we get to build? because we don't realize what being woke is. We don't realize that being woke is the beginning. We think that being woke is coming to America. But coming to America is getting a mop, getting a broom, and working as a janitor, starting in the mailroom. That sucks, don't it? But this is your mailroom of your company. This is the mailroom of your dreams. This is the mailroom of your destiny. We think being woke is something fantastic, but we're not willing to make it fantastic. Like again, Hollywood is terrible. People get off that bus every day. They made it. They made it. Now that's what I'm saying. Like again, now being woke is a commercial thing. People get to use you now. You made it. You woke. Now I can use you now. Come here and vote for this person. Come join this organization. Come here and sign up for this. You woke, right? You in Hollywood, girl. You pretty. Why don't you be a model? Why don't you go be a stripper? Why don't you be a dancer? You made it. See, we don't understand that when we woke and when we made it, we gotta make our own decisions. We gotta stay trusting what got us here, what made it. We don't get woke and then trust the woke people. I know that seems crazy. That's hard to swallow. But yeah, we don't get woke and trust the niggas that's woke. Because guess what? They might not be woke. It's just a different level of sleep that we might not have experienced yet. You see what I'm saying? So when you get woke and when you get to your destination, we got to look around. We got to start planning where we're going to build our empire. Because again, how you got to your destination is how you live. That's what I be telling y'all. Like, I had to figure out what they meant by you don't teach your old dog new tricks. Because the nigga done learned enough tricks on the way. And he's seen a lot of tricks that didn't work. You gonna teach me some shit? Well, I seen some shit that didn't work. The shits that worked, I used them today. I'm not tripping. I got to my destination by the tricks that I use that I know that work. So I'm not looking for no new tricks. I'm at destiny. I'm making these tricks work. The tricks that got me here, the understanding that got me here, the knowledge, the intuition that got me here. That's what I'm working with. So it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks because he's standing on experience. He's standing on the shit that works. We at destiny. How we get here? By not giving up. How we get here? By believing in ourselves. How we get here? By why'd you get in the back of that trunk? Why'd you get on that boat? Why'd you get on that ship? Why'd you get on that plane to go to Hollywood to live in America? Because you knew that if you got there, you could make it. If you just had a chance. If I just had a chance, I could make it. Fuck it, nigga. Put me on a plane, nigga. Put me where I gotta sleep here. I gotta hide here. I gotta whatever. When I get there, peace to the gods. When I get there, I'm on. Right? That's trusting your destiny. That's trusting yourself. And that's what you can't stop. You gonna let a nigga sleep on a banana boat, float to America on a raft? Yeah, I mean, you see a Haitian nigga, he might have came here on an inner tube. He couldn't wait. He had to get here. He just needed opportunity to be woke. He needed opportunity to live in his destiny. That's where we are in life. We too busy being upset, looking for a pat on the back from sleep niggas, looking for recognition from blind folks. I hate being woke because the people that we love so much still sleep. The people that we want to appreciate our light, our awaken, are still asleep. I hate being woke. Woke for what, right? Why should I be woke? Why should I put myself in a position to separate myself from my friends and my family? Why I keep looking for truth and keep looking for information? What is this thing? What do I get? And when I find this information, the fuck is being woke worth? Woke for what, right? I understand. I go through the same thing. I had these same questions. What happens? I mean, you risk your life for a shot. Just get me in the room with Tyler Perry. I'm gonna walk out with a movie role. Get me in a room with Tyler. Get me in a room with Diddy. I'm gonna get on the track. You want the opportunity. You put yourself in position for this opportunity, and ain't nobody gonna help you when you get there. Oh man, I've been standing outside in the rain. So what? I didn't make it rain. Go ahead, let me hear what you got, nigga. It's garbage. That's being woke. Being woke is being garbage. You know? We expecting love and appreciation from people that still sleep. We don't know that the people that we think is woke is still asleep. A lot of this shit is hard for us to deal with because we're not ready to stick to what we know. Stick to what got us here. Stick to willing to risk your life, willing to try something that you don't know what's going to happen because I would rather be there than to be alive here. I'd rather be dead on my way there than to be alive here. You know how hard that is for some of us to make these decisions, to be woke, to leave your family and friends sleep, leave your loved ones sleep, leave your girlfriends and boyfriends sleep. You know how hard that is for us. And yet we still go deeper. We still want to find this information. We still want to find out the truth so we can get to destiny. So we can get the higher self and we can live in our best life. And then when we get there, we wish we could bring somebody with us. We wish we could help everybody see what we see. And we wish we can do everything but enjoy fucking being in Hollywood. Enjoy everything but just going on fucking auditions. Enjoy everything but just taking in the beach and the sand and enjoying the weather. Everything but, right? See, I don't want to be woke and shit. Woke is just a step. Woke is woke is woke is a level of a person in action. I think that's why we get upset because we wake up and then we get restless. We wake up and we don't like being in control, being the dominant force in the room. Mm. We wake up and we don't like being the adult. We wake up and we don't like having to decide what we do now. You know, we resent being woke. Like again, I think woke is a trick, right? Destiny is a trick. You ever get everything you want and be wondering, well, what did I do to deserve this? See, they got us afraid to live in our destiny, afraid to live in our success, afraid to build this world based upon what got us here. Don't get to destiny and do something different. Don't get to destiny and be a new nigga. Don't go Hollywood. know that's hard to understand, but I'm out of here. I'm out of there. I'm back in the no, nigga. You in the matrix. In the matrix. We in the matrix. In the matrix. I know this is hard to understand, but you don't leave the matrix. You can never leave the matrix, and you don't want to leave the matrix. Inside the matrix, you got here. People hate here. People hate here. I understand. That's what the woke is. That's why we hate being woke. We don't understand what the fuck woke is. I keep saying we here, we with opportunity, and niggas like, man, what is he talking about? Nigga, you ain't woke. Okay, maybe you a little woke, but you still in the bed. You still in the bed. You gotta get on up. You gotta put on your shoes. You gotta walk around and you gotta look at destiny. Gotta build your house, your castle. I tell you, I don't want to be woke. I don't want to be woke if I'm gonna be in the bed. I don't want to be woke if I'm gonna be scared to go outside. Mm. I don't want to be woke. I want to be active. Like I was looking at bro, and I was just wondering, man. Like I can't do nothing for you. I know you. I'm glad you made it to America. I'm glad you're excited about being here. But what can I do for you? You got to make it. But I speak the English, and I learned how to do this and do that. You got to make it. Woke for what, nigga? I'm trying to tell you that. What y'all got going on here? We in a half hour mode. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for that half hour mode. that was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one. But I think that's something that we should think about though, and we should look at and embrace. You know, because in this destiny mode, we in destiny mode. And again, like this is you have to understand. I'm dealing with like a community here, right? It's not me. I'm thinking about the community here. What is being woke? What's the purpose of knowing all of this history, all of this information? What's the purpose of being different? You don't get nothing for it. You're trying to, like I said, the brother is trying to find new information. He's trying to be super woke. He's trying to share how woke he is with the people, with his family and his friends, right? Woke for what? Like, what do we get for this information? What do we get for knowing history? What do we get for being righteous? What do we get for being honorable and true? Like, this woke shit is worthless, right? I get it. You don't get nothing for being woke. Woke is a commercialism. Woke don't make you get low extra love. Don't. You know? Woke keeps us separate. Woke keeps us hated. Woke keeps us deprived and depressed. Woke is a problem. Like, we have to stop being woke. Woke is becoming the enemy of the people right now. You know? It's a bunch of woke people that's in the bed with the pillows over with the covers over their head. Because being woke doesn't give you power. Being woke doesn't give you a solution to the things that you are woken to. Being woke is a curse to a lot of people. To a lot of people, to most of us, to 99.9% of us out here being woke, it's a problem. Because what are we woke for? What do we get? How can we use this woke shit to our benefit. What the fuck am I going to do with woke? You see? And like that's the thing. Like we got a lot of gurus and we got a lot of pop culture people talking about woke, but we can't use it in daily life. We can't be woke. We can't talk woke politics. We can't talk woke religion. I mean, what is woke going on? I understand. I get it. Woke for what? But this is a time right here, brother. Like this is a time. Like we can't hate ourselves because again, there was a reason why we woke up. There was a reason. Like nobody wanted to wake. I don't. I mean, again, I don't know if I was woke my life right. I wanted to believe everything they told me, everything I was taught, everything that was given to me, right? With love and good intentions. I wanted to believe it. But something woke me the fuck up. Something would not let me go back to sleep. And that's the difference, right? That's that difference. Like it just it's what? Oh no, he didn't. And now I gotta live with that. See, they say I tell you about the soul and the solution, and I tell you about the soul and the soul kin. It's a reason why we woke. It's a reason why we couldn't stay asleep. But I understand we not active. Like again, my thing is soul, 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 soul. But what is a soul and what is the sun? Like a sun is the shit. The soul is the shit. It don't do nothing. It emanates. It emanates. That's the soul. That's the woke. That's the active. That's the super woke, super active. When you emanate, when you radiate, when the shit that, cause again, if you got a light bulb, how does it fill a room? That your light, your energy. You see what I'm saying? Like we are not active as woke. Our motherfucking energy can't fill a room right now. We are afraid to fill a room. We are afraid to be lit. What is being woke for? Again, everybody hates being mean to people. I hate being mean to people too. I hate being mean to people too. I used to ask my mama, please stop sending me shit about Jesus, please. Never, but I can't stop her. She a grown woman. But I was just asking her to. I would never respond. Don't you know about a week ago she sent me some shit about the Great Spirit? Walking tall, standing strong like the Great Spirit. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I responded to that. You know what I'm saying? Radiate, radiate, radiate. We don't gotta be moving around the universe, moving around the solar system. We stars. We are the stars. We want to radiate. We want to emanate. We want to be woke for a reason. Like again, I know it's hard to understand that they looking for the soul children. They looking for the star childs, the star seeds, and everything and light, everything associated with radiance and eminence. But if we not woke, if we not filled up, we can't radiate. We can't fill a room. If we not if we not loving, being different, we can't share it. Cause if you turn off the light bulb, the light don't move. The room don't be filled. You don't gotta move the light bulb all around the room. When you turn on, you're gonna light up. The room around you is gonna light up. Peace to the goddesses. That's how we living. We're not gonna sit back and be upset about being infused, being lit up from the inside, having so much energy. And like again, I'm telling you, bro, I'm there, having so much inside that you want to share it, having so much inside that you just be bursting and just filled up with energy and radiation and eminence. That's what we want to be woke for. That's what being woke was for. We're not getting that. We're not living in that. We're not sharing in that. We wake up and then we fuck around and we get scared. We stop understanding that there was a reason that we woke up. We woke up because we didn't give a fuck. We woke up because we knew we was different. We woke up because we didn't care. Because if we didn't know that we was different, if we couldn't prove it, if we couldn't find some information to to soothe our soul, we would never be happy. Hmm. Like again, some of this shit, we are vibrations, bro. And when you hear a vibration, when you resonate with a vibration, it will help you. It will balance your shit. When some of this information is taken in, it balances us. It balances us. Like again, like we have to be delicate with what we learning and what we knowing, right? Because again, as us, if we not trying to learn this shit to to glow it, we don't even need to know it. If we not taking it in, like again, we that if it's not coming in here and coming in here to be Indian glow, that American Indian soul glow, then we don't need to fuck with it. Being woke is a privilege. Being woke is the shit. We just not active. We don't know what being woke is. We afraid to offend. We afraid to, we don't like being different now. We so woke. We so woke. We separate. We so woke. We offended, and we don't like being offended now. But that's how we got woke. That's how you got woke. You don't fuck around and wake up and then be too nice, because being nice would keep you sleep. I don't want to be woke and be asleep. I don't want to be woke and be in a bed. I don't want to be woke and be afraid. You know, like that's when you're not really trusting your reasons. When you're not trusting your resonance. You see, and that's the reality. You have to trust your resonance. You have to trust your reasons. I can't tell you why you woke up, but I can tell you why you don't take your ass back to sleep. I can tell you why you can get your ass out the bed and shine your light and show people what the soul is. Show people what the sun is in you, what the eminence is in you, what the radiation is in you. Because this is the time right now. I hate being woke. I get it. I hate it. And we don't even understand that it's a responsibility. Again, responsibility is a joy. It's a two-part joy. It's the part of having an ability. That's the main part. The prima donna is you got an ability. God damn it, you lucky bastard. And then two, you got the ability to respond to your abilities. That's it. That's the beautiful thing about responsibilities as a God, as the Son, because you have the ability. Most people don't have abilities and don't know where to start. Like I'm saying, when you develop, like again, if your ability is trusting yourself that you're going to get in this cargo, this truck, right? You're going to let these niggas smuggle you into America, right? You're going to drop out of school and you're going to be a Hollywood movie star, right? And then you succeed. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking far fetched, but that's extremities. I mean, you understand telling people that the truth of life is an extremity, and that's and there's no you know there's a slim degree of danger in all of this shit. I mean, a slim degree of difference in the danger, because all of this is life changing. All of this is monumental. Becoming woke is life changing. Becoming woke is monumental. You don't go back to the bullshit. And if you go back, you go back as a loser. Why you come back? You didn't make it. I gotta front. I mean, you gotta keep it real. And like sometimes, like I have to tell people, like, listen, bro, I wasn't built for that shit. I wanted to, you know what I mean. Listen, I had my own TV station. I did what I always wanted to own a station. But a lot of that Hollywood shit, I wasn't built for that. I'm not built for that shit. Like again, I got friends. Them niggas is movie stars, stars of movies. I tell you, I'm hanging with Usher. That's my guy. But I'm not built for that shit, my nigga. I could come back home with a shame face. Oh, you ain't know if that's what I would have had to did. Cause a lot of this shit I ain't built for, you know. But if you make it to destiny, you see what I'm saying? Like again, I got to live. Like I still got to live my life and my destiny, right? I didn't have to do anything stupid, right? I don't think I don't remember. But the point is, when you get there, you determine what you do. You determine how you live inside of destiny. That's exciting, bro. Like people are so afraid of being woke, afraid of getting out the bed, afraid of what this knowledge is gonna do for you. Like again, bro, it's so hard to know what I know and not go for the moon. And not go for the moon. Not to be extraordinary. Not to redefine my existence. It's like when you're woke, you are you are one of a few people. You shouldn't resent yourself. You shouldn't hate the fact that something inside of you gave you a reason to feel different, gave you a reason to look inside of yourself and know more about you. Because when it comes down, bro, when it comes down to this shit, oh my God, right? When it comes down to this shit, it's about you. This is you. This is the never ending story. This is the never ending story. And as you read the book, you're going to see your name is in it. You're the star of this book. You're the you know what I mean. You're Atreyu in this bitch. You're Atreyu. This is the never ending story. And as you read this story, you are creating this story. The story doesn't, like, the shit stops. Like the world collapses if you stop reading this story, if you stop creating it, if you stop believing that the good guy is going to win, that justice is going to be served, right? And peace and harmony is going to be happily ever after. Like that's how you gotta read this book. It's the never ending story, but it's your story. I know this shit is scary. I can feel it. Like I can hear niggas. I see niggas scared. I see niggas, you know, what are we gonna do? You know? People don't like us. People hate us. You know? They try to keep us asleep. They gonna be mad that we woke. They gonna be mad that we know. Like it's a lot of reasons to stay your ass in the bed. You know? lot of reasons not to shine your light out this motherfucker. It's a lot of them. But I'm saying we're more powerful than anything imagined or formed. I'm saying purpose, right? Like I feel bad about the shit I have to say and go through, and I know I'm talking to a small audience of people. Yesterday I mentioned about grandma's peppermints, and some people don't know grandma, and motherfuckers are like, fuck your grandma, I'm a lying bitch, she ain't no Indian. You know what I'm saying? I can understand. I be talking about bougie Indians, and some niggas don't know about being bougie. Like, brother, I'm sorry, I can't come out myself to tell everybody's story. I can't, you know? I can't come out myself to tell you a story that I didn't experience. And y'all shouldn't feel bad about that either. I can't. I want to help you if you have this a story, an adverse story than mine, but I don't have it to know it. And see, that's what's keeping us. Like again, like I think about, like I said, half the people like you can't really do what I do until you know what it's like when people will listen to you, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't imagine people hating you until they hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like again, like when you bring love, like I say, like when you wake up, we feel like we got the answer. We want to help people, and then we realize that this shit is crazy. They think we crazy. They ain't trying to hear it, and they wish we would just shut the fuck up. They like, wow, this is the truth. Don't you want to wake up? No, baby. I want you to grab your bags and let's go to heaven. Don't you want to go to heaven with me? Don't you want to see grandma and auntie T? She in heaven. Like, what? I'm just telling you. No. So what do? Like, I know it's great on this side. I tell people, I show people, but it's an experience. You have to get out of the bed. You have to show niggas what woke is like. You have to tell a nigga that sleep what woke is like. We can't be, like I say, we can't be mad at people. You gotta understand, like I try to tell you, like if you woke, you got more heart than most. I understand it's commercial, but you still got more heart than most. Most people too scared to find out the truth. Most people are too afraid. Like again, the reason why a lot of people believe in Jesus, because if you don't believe in Jesus, you don't miss out. I would rather niggas say I would rather believe in heaven and then miss out on it. That's how a lot of people live their life. I would rather, you don't, and I can respect that. I can appreciate that, you know, but that's still not a reason. You know what I mean? For me, but it might be a reason for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to look at in people's life. It's a lot of reasons why people don't wake up. People don't want to find themselves. People don't want to live in their truth. You know? But it's time to activate. It's time to be active. Being woke is only relevant if you're active. If you're trusting how you got woke. If you're trusting that you woke up because other people are asleep. I know that seems like the simple shit, bro. It's the simple shit. I had to wake up. You had to wake up. You wouldn't be happy sleep. Now you still not happy. You mad that you woke because you won't get out of the bed. Like I tell you, man, everybody wanna be woke and tell you that the school books is lying, and then we don't do nothing about it. You know, you don't want to live in a world where you did something about it. Like everybody telling you we magical beings, we gods, and they don't want to live like they gods. They don't want to do nothing about it. Like again, being woke is every day testing your abilities. That's what the fuck you woke up for. I mean, shit. What am I here for today? I'm here to test this shit. I'm here to get better at this shit. For real. Like again, a lot of us feel like we should be doing more. I understand. That's the thing. Like I'm not. I didn't. I mean, I can introduce a concept. That's what I would say. It's easier said than done. Don't get done till I say it. I could introduce a concept. But okay, cool. I can't make a person do it. That's a resonance. I can introduce a concept, something we might not have been thinking about, something we might have overlooked. But it has to touch you. It has to touch us. If these words, these feelings, these sharings touch us, being being active touches people. Radiating, emanating touches people. Like we don't again. I'm not. Listen, I know I influence people. I'm not influencing you to be no fucking breach king, my nigga. I'm influencing you to share what you do, but don't be mad at being woke. I'm influencing you to be mad at sleep people. Don't be mad at yourself because you're woke and they not woke. You should be more active. You should make being woke more attractive. Like again, that's why a lot of shit people don't understand why why they losing and why other shit is winning. You know, it might be more attractive. It might not. Like again, like you have to understand. You got Moors, right? As an institution, not as a religion, as an institution, right? That don't have um, outlets. Would you say that? It don't give you nothing. There's no benefits for being a Moor. More for what? You know what I'm saying? Like again, like a Hebrew, you get a benefit as a promised land. You know what I mean? But you don't get nothing in life. You still gotta get up every day and sit in traffic like everybody else. You gotta get up every day and take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord saved your soul. I mean, you just walked down the aisle and gave your life to Jesus, but the niggas on the corner don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? Like you just stood in front of the church and just confessed and cried your heart out, and nobody cares. You still gotta pay. It's the same way with being woke. I know it's hard to get. It's hard to get. Like I told you, my mom asked me how you save the world, and I'm like, how did Jesus save the world? The fuck? Nobody came to save everybody. Can't help everybody. Can't do it. I wish I could. I understand when I say the world, but I tell you, there are only a few of us in this world. I mean, everybody is not one. I can't help everybody. I wish I could tell everybody's story. I wish I could tell everybody's story. I do. I can't. I wish I could just sit there and just like the Nature Boy shit. The nigga, I said everything about Nature Boy. I said about the foster kids and how they come and how they be molesting and they be touching on everything, and it gets bad. And then, we got these. But what if I can't tell the story of his side? I can just tell the story of the system, the story of like seeing these people come into homes and see how they all behaving on the same weird behavior and shit. Seeing them become adults. You know what I mean? On the same weird behavior and shit. Like, god damn. But I can't tell you what it's going to do for them as a life, and I can't tell you that it's not gonna make them a god. Like again, I can't tell you that it's not gonna give them a dream. I don't know that because you're a foster child, you don't have a dream. How do I know that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I wish that this understanding could be reached and felt by everybody. Yeah, are you a foster child? But that don't mean you're not one. Again, I would tell you that you are blessed to have those dumbass experiences. Like I know it sucks. Life sucks. But those are the things that we don't want to carry forward. If you say life sucks and you bringing that shit with you, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. It's supposed to suck. It's supposed to be hurtful, harmful, until you get to harmony and bliss. What don't you want in your harmony? What don't you want in your bliss? What don't you want to deal with every day? That's the shit you got to deal with now. Like I'm telling you, how did we get here? We got here because we had to say enough is enough. Let me stop. Let me focus. Let me wake the fuck up. Let me do some research. Let me sit back and meditate. Let me find myself. These niggas might be lying. Let me double check that. We didn't get here by getting upset about it. We got here by being active. That's what we gotta do. We gotta stay active. They don't give a shit for being woke. They don't give us nothing for arriving and knowing. Because it doesn't matter now. We got an edge. We got an edge. How many people got an edge in this mundane world where everybody's believing the hype? We got an edge. That's what I'm saying. It's about being a star, about being imminent, about radiating. We cannot worry about what's going on around us. We lit. Fuck y'all talking about. What you mean? I'm lit. I'm on fire tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm on fire tonight. Okay, Shells. I'm on fire tonight. And that's the radiation. That's the star. That's the star. That's the person that we are. You know what I'm saying? We have to be lit. It's what we bring to the table. We can't depend on, we can't rely on anything other than the knowing. We woke now. We woke for a reason. We are woke for a reason. We woke because these niggas live in the dark. You don't like my light, you got hurt. Or your eyes is hurt. I get it. You just waking up. But I can't dim my shit. You can get back a little bit until you blow up and glow up. But at this stage right now, you are woke, baby. It's you. It's your time to shine. You can't be mad because niggas, you so bright. You're so smart. Yes, I know. I am. It's the I am time. It's the time when you get to sit back and get the fuck moving. You get to move around and show people what you know and why you know it, why it's better to know it. I can't just sit around here and take what they give me when I can know more and I can implement and add on and improve, right? Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not here, I was never here to destroy the world or we gonna topple this, we gonna have no, we gonna use this and we gonna radiate, we gonna come from our pineal and our connection to the source. We can take any situation and master this. Everything here is for our benefit. How we us and we gotta destroy the world. Fuck no. This is ours. All we gotta do is be woke, be active, be in the know, trust in what we know, trust how we got here because we didn't trust. Don't get hit. I mean, like, I understand that we know too much now, and now we done woke up and we got sensitive. You can't get sensitive. You can't, I mean, I feel you are sensitive. It's a part of being woke. You feel more. I get it, but you can't let that distract you. Like, this is the game right here. I understand it's hard to think about a game when you're losing. When I used to rap, I did an album called Winning While Losing because I knew people couldn't understand that concept. That sometimes, like, your mama tell you, let him win one time. Let him win. You gotta let a nigga win. You gotta let, I mean, it's for, you know, sometimes you gotta lose. It's for the good of the game. Like, you know, not you gonna lose the season, not you gonna lose, you know, the chip, but you might have to give up a game or two. Like, you might have to sit down your starters, rush your players. Like, so that's where we at with this. Like, but we not afraid to lose and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the old us, is what I'm saying. That's the old us. And again, it's not saying that you're not gonna be around people to lose. I mean, you can lose. You gotta pick and choose how you know, who you losing to, and if you losing to them as encouragement or whatever, you know how to play the game. But I'm saying I'm not doing that, and we can't do that on a grand scale. You know what I'm saying? Lose and be grateful. It taught you. I don't know, man. Again, but right. She right. She know. She right. Shout out to Shells. Coming up on a 1 hour mark. Talk slick to me. Y'all talk back to me. She's right. I definitely want to. I want to win. You're right there. But what I'm saying about losing is really it's not about not being afraid to lose. I don't believe in losing. That's the thing. Losing while winning. If you could understand that concept, back to that concept, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you lost or you're losing. You're winning. In the end, I'm going to win. I'm going to be on the podium. I'm going to get the bonus, the extras. I'm going to win. Like, don't worry about the halftime score, the quarter score. Look at the finals. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at losing like that. That's the point of being woke. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, again, you don't get to be woke if you can think you can lose. Like, that's the sad part of all the people that's fucking with the Moors and shit that go to jail, these sovereign citizen shit. Some of these niggas is, you know, probably just creeps, probably just fucking losers in themselves, right? Just deadbeats. But a lot of these people think that they believe in the spirituality of the shit, that they can't lose. They believe that, if they got good heart and good intentions and that they really believe in this shit, that they won't get them, but it get everybody. Everybody get caught with the more science bullshit. No, I get it. I hate being woke. I hate being woke. That's the part of this. Being woke for what? But woke is everything. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like that was the point of the conversation, right? Shell's coming in late. But thank you for coming, my darling. Um, yeah, but that's the reality, though. It's really hard. Like I say, waking up woke is really hard. Waking up woke, waking up separate from our friends, waking up mad and angry that everybody else is afraid to be mad and angry. Cause again, I understand like again, that's I have to just talk about us right now. Being an Indian, knowing that you're an Indian, what does that do for you? Knowing that you're a Pan African, what does that do for you? Knowing that you're a Hebrew or more, what does that do for you? If we just leave it on that woke shit, just as that, knowing the truth, woke to the truth, what does it do for you? That's the hard shit. The hard shit is being woke don't benefit you. Being lied, realizing that you were lied to doesn't benefit you. It's not the end all. The destination is not the end all. Because again, now you have arrived. What are you going to do? You have arrived. Who will you become? You have arrived. How will you spend your time? So yeah, we are mad and we are upset, but we have to get over that shit because none of that is the thing. Man. And yeah, like we need to go through shit that we don't know what we need to go through, and that's the lessons of life. I like going through shit that I don't know I need to go through. Right? Unfortunately, that's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's why I'm saying we got to get out here and be active. That's why we got to get out here and be active because, you know, there are things that we need to go through. There are experiences we need to experience and shit. Like for real, like we can't be woke. Like being woke has no benefits if you're not thinking of a master plan. If we're not putting all this shit together to make it beneficial to to our existence, to be, you know what I mean? Like yeah, like being woke is bullshit. Being woke is worthless in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Right. No doubt. But the point is, now everything you said is so on point. Now you can't say that to a nigga. You gotta say that to the universe, right? One, and you gotta say that to yourself. That's being woke. Being woke is understanding that these niggas ain't woke. There's nobody that can test you or try you. That's why the universe has to do some shit that we think is a struggle or a challenge and throw us off kilter because mere mortals can never, you know? It's got to be epic. It's got to be, you know, monumental. You got to test me yourself. You got to tell the universe to test you. I know that seems scary and all that shit. But again, like, we can handle everything, you know? But yeah, like, um, I am, no doubt. Like I was saying earlier, that, like, a lot of this shit we don't know we could do. We don't know we can do it because we're afraid to try it. We're afraid of failing at it. We're afraid of looking bad. We're afraid of what other people gonna think. But those people are asleep. Those people didn't want us to be woke. And like again, even in this woke community, we can find out these niggas ain't woke. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't bring me any conscious teachers, any woke teachers. You can't. So you can't have them test you. You can't have a sleep teacher test you. You gotta test yourself. You gotta try yourself. You gotta put your motherfucking, you know, you gotta get in the gym and you gotta fuck around and put the heaviest weights on that shit. And every day get heavier. Because because again, like I'm saying, like they can't give us a level of woke. They can't. Nobody can tell us what woke people do. What do woke people do? They hang at Starbucks, right? Woke people on the internet, in the chat rooms, talking about they Pan African, right? Woke people is fucking is Moors and Hebrews, right? But what is the benefits of being woke? See what I'm saying? They can't tell you where you go now that you're woke. You gotta wait for heaven. You gotta wait for the promised land. You gotta wait, wait, wait. I'm telling you, being woke means to be active. Being woke means to be up testing yourself, to make your own testimony. You gotta find your own testimony. Because again, like I say, nobody thought you would be woke. People that's thinking that you thinking you woke, niggas don't think you woke. A Christian don't think you woke. A Hebrew don't think you woke. Niggas think you going to hell. Think you stupid. So being woke is active already. Being woke is already a test yourself type of thing. Let me test the universe. Let me test this God. Like, see, that's what thing is. Like, people don't like blasphemy. Don't use the Lord name in vain. You know what I'm saying? They scared to test God, to test the ideology, the concept of God. You know what I mean? It's easier for them to even not even worry about it. You know? Like I said, it's easier just to just if you don't go to heaven, like it's if a nigga say if we gave niggas a consequence for wasting their life, they wouldn't do it. But there's no consequence for not wasting your life. You see what I'm saying? There's no consequence for being woke. There's no benefits to it. There's not even a woke community. The woke community is fractured into religions. If you woke, you gotta be religious. Spirituality is trying to creep in there, but we ain't got no spiritual teachers. I be saying that shit. I'm not wishing. I don't wish jail on nobody. I don't wish fucking, you know, arrest or humiliation. But y'all, you can't play with the universe and you can't play with spirituality. That's my opinion for my life spirits. So we don't have no woke teachers and shit that I know about that's really living this shit. You know. So you gotta test yourself. Because again, like I say, me being a spiritual person, whatever, a spiritual guy, I know I can't tell everybody's story. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do. I know I can't have everybody's experience, but it doesn't make it not valid. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, each person has to learn to test themselves. Each person has to learn to judge their own mental. You know what I mean? Because again, like I say, I had to realize, like, yo, I'm talking to a really certain type of person, like a person that already knows love, that knows love, has felt it before, and want to feel it again. A person that has hope and a dream, and that wants to achieve something. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like those things, I can't put that in a person. I can't make a person have a dream. I can try to help them realize their dream. But I can't put it one in you. You know what I mean? And I can't put a lot of stuff in people. But there's the people out here that got it, that have a lot of it, that I be talking to. You know? Yeah. And I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want to keep having my higher self showing up and spanking me, you know what I mean, in the middle of public and shit. I don't want to have my high self doing it. I'm not interested in it. I want to be at the point where I can just be knowing. I get it, but you're right. Your higher self is that guy, is that girl. She don't play. It's going to move you. It's going to help you go along. It doesn't care about the looks and the friends and the shame and how you look today, because it's going to know how you're going to feel when you get over this. Like that's the thing. Like nobody wants to lose their wings. Even if you get new wings, you get bigger wings, you still wouldn't want to let these wings go. And that's the thing about it. It's like it's hard for us. And like I say, for me, I look at it like it's loyalty, like it's trust, like we the right type of people. Some of the stuff we build and we take care of and we nurture, we could never see ourselves letting it go. If somebody don't snatch it from our hands, if somebody don't take it from you, you will never move on because we're loyal, we're true, we're nurturing, and we don't give up on people that we love and the things that we love, right? So if the universe didn't kick you in the butt and move along, and boy, we got more work for you to do, we still be sitting there, you know, petting a stray dog that we found 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the universe works. The owner came back. I need my dog. Oh no, you want your dog? Yes. Please don't take it. It's my dog. Did you want to keep it or were you just holding it for me? I was just holding it for you. I don't want to steal your dog. If you love it, I know you love it. And we can't let it go. But that's why the universe is so strong. Because we get committed to stuff. I know I do. I get committed to stuff. And we go focused in and we go, you know, tunnel vision. And the universe will come along and ring the bell. Buzzer. Time to go to the next class. Yep. And again, like I say, I'm trying to get to the point where the universe don't gotta do that. But again, I don't knock us for it. I don't blame us for it. Because that's part of how we got here. And we can't hate how we got here. We gotta be here. We gotta be here. How do we get here? Because we love it and we loyal. And we're gonna see the thing through to the end, to the truth, to the nurturing, to the growth and development. We're not giving up on it, right? And it's like sometimes it's hard for us to know when the job is done, when it, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the hard thing. You be like, just a little bit more. Let me add some paprika. Like paprika, nigga, shit. You're just trying to dress it up and make it look good. It didn't look great. It looks good. Leave it alone. So that's how the universe is, though, and we love it. But again, how I look at it, like I say, I want to be able to know it because it's being in tune. It's about being in God, and if we can catch the nuances when we should know it's time to move, it's time to, hopefully we can avoid those tower moments and we can avoid those big, you know, collapses. But again, we just had a retrograde. So it's some things we can't control. Like that spirituality is being able to handle retrogrades and being able to handle Mars and all this, you know what I mean, and all this old weird spaces and places and universal things and rainy seasons, you know, that's spirituality. So it doesn't really matter. I don't really talk about astrology and tarot and all that shit because knowing the future doesn't change how you deal with it. Knowing the future doesn't change you being patient and allowing it to come. You know what I mean? What do we do when the seed planter needs to become a nurturer? That's a good question. That's like a follow up on what I was talking about yesterday. Um, and I think I probably missed a good point yesterday. Like the title was "The Farmer in the Seed," right? But I didn't stress and emphasize the relationship between the farmer and the one seed. So, what do we do when a seed planter becomes a nurturer? The one seed, buddy. What if you only had one seed? You see? So it's like you are the nurturer. There is no difference. The planter is the nurturer. You can't leave that out. You have to see again. That's why you want to love every day. That's why you want to be patient. That's why you get caught up in the moment. Because again, this is a part of life. You don't want a seed. You don't want no seed. The fuck you gonna do with a seed? Ain't nobody no seed planter. You see what I'm saying? The seed, you are a tree. You're going to be a beautiful tree, a big tree. Nobody wants a seed. You're not planting seeds, baby. You're not planting seeds. We're not planting seeds. This is not a seed. This is a tree. This is not a seed. This is a child. This is not a seed. This is a movement. What if you only had one seed? This is not a seed. This is your life. This is your retirement. This is how you feed your family. This is a business. Like, again, it only takes one seed to make a plant, then it gives you five seeds. Five seeds gives you 25 seeds. 25 seeds gives you 525 seeds, right? So, come on. What do you do when a seed planter becomes a nurturer? There's no such thing as a seed planter, baby. There's no such thing as a seed planter. You're not a seed planter. I'm not a seed planter. We don't plant seeds. This is not a seed. This is a tree. This is not a seed. This is a business. This is not a seed. This is my destiny. This is not a seed. You see? Don't look at it like you're not planting seeds. You're not planting seeds. Putting this in the ground is a step in the process to destiny, is a walk on a journey to your higher self. But this is not a seed. This is a vehicle. This is a means. No doubt. But again, it's not. It's again. So now we back to yesterday. Or now we back to yesterday. It's intention. It's intention. When you talk to your seeds, right? Think about this. You got a seed and you got to see, right? You have to see your seeds, right? But more importantly, you have to seed what you see. Could you seed what you see? This is the prophet. This is the prophetic. This is the person in the know. This is you in your future self. That's why they say that the Indians is magic. They magical. You could talk to the seeds and make them grow. I read the Columbus book. He had trees with 4 or 5 different fruits on the tree. Apples, oranges, plums on the same tree. You have to talk to your seeds. Your seeds are what you see. You see what I'm saying? But the nurturer is the planter, is the seed. Like, again, you're not. How long do you think a seed is going to be a seed? Right? How long? Like, again, every time somebody die in my family, my mom buy a plant. She buy a plant and she name them after them, right? Like my aunt this, my aunt that. So you got plants around the house, right? You might sing to them, you might talk to them, you might wonder how they're doing on their birthday, just to keep the energy in there. It's not a plant. None of this stuff is a plant. We have to be it. We have to see it. The future. Daddy need a new pair of shoes. Mama need a dress. I'm talking to the dice. I'm telling these dice. You telling the girl, blow on these joints. Talk to these dice. Put your intentions on these dice. Kiss these dice. Add your energy to these things, to my seeds. Add your energy to it. You see what I'm saying? That's how we get it. That's how we grow. That's active. That's being woke. We can't trust anyone else's energy. Anyone else's energy is designed to keep us asleep. You have to talk to your seeds. You have to tell these dice, I want you to bring back some shoes. I want you to move according to my will. I want you to move this way. I want you to behave this way. It's nurturing. That's what it is. Like, again, there is no seeds. You don't plant a seed hoping it becomes a seed. We don't plant seeds. The nurturing part has to be, again, we got to see the end. This is destiny. It only, again, this is good too, because now it ties back into today, because it goes to the second part. You only got one seed. We are upset. We think that somebody's going to do something for us because we woke. We think that being woke should be easy. We think because we got a seed, someone else should nurture our seed for us. That's what we're coming into today. I get it. We don't like being woke. Where's the benefits of it? I got seeds. Who gonna make sure that these motherfuckers grow? You are. We are. That's the build part. That's the build part. That's what we missing. That's why we don't like being woke. Because we waiting for woke people or somebody active to come through and build and plant and nurture our talking shit and nurture our seeds. That's why we upset. That's why we don't like being woke. I can attest to that. We're looking for I'm looking for who else trying to save the world? Who else trying to nurture this community? Oh, Tariq, you want to lead this community? Oh shit, fuck it. Who want to be the leader? All you gotta do is do this. And who else want to nurture our seeds? They can't nurture your seeds. I feel you. I'm guilty of the same thing. But on this side, you realize that this is your seed. I see this. No one else saw this. I see this. I see this. So I gotta nurture it and make it into what I see, because as soon as I step back and they start nurturing what I seed, it ain't gonna be the same thing I saw anymore. Think about it. Like I say, even a rose has to be pruned. You gotta prune your flowers. You gotta nurture your flowers. You gotta add your nature into your flowers. I I won't blame you though. I'll tell you, I'm guilty. I admit. That's why I can say, like, yo, this shit is hard. Like you say, it's hard to get to where I'm at, because again, once you gotta have all of these experiences. You gotta come out here and have a seed that you planted, and then you gotta let somebody see. Again, the thing is, nobody want the seeds that we plant because we woke, right? The woke seeds ate the same fucking fruit that they selling at the corner. Ain't no strippers, you know what I mean? Ain't no drug dealers and no movie stars on the woke seeds, on the woke fruit. So nobody wants to buy the fruit that we selling that's off this woke shit. So we want somebody to nurture us. We want somebody with a platform, somebody with clout, somebody with recognition to nurture what we see. I'm guilty. I say I'm guilty too, right? But that's not woke. Because again, like back to purpose, back to aligning with your purpose. Like aligning with your purpose is to nurture what you see. Because again, that's why we mad. That's why I'm mad. If I had somebody else to do what I did, what I see, I would think of something else for somebody else to do and think, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't stop there. You're going to keep having ideas and you're going to keep wanting to contribute and keep wanting to see. It doesn't stop there. That's crazy. I don't know what they gotta do with anything, man. My dad's rubbed mayo on the leaves of a plant. Okay. That might be something fancy. That might be a little one of those secrets. I get it though. I get it. But yeah, we have to implement the fly. And we can't depend on anyone else to nurture our seeds. They can't see what we see. And again, that's back to being woke, to trusting that we woke and that there's a that's what I'm saying. Like we we can't at this stage of woke, we can't think that other people are woke. We can't think that other institutions are woke. We can't think that a nigga with a fez on because he got a hat on, a Hebrew, um, what's this shit called? Carbouche or some shit. I don't know. I can't pronounce the shit. But tarbouche. So we can't think that they woke. We can't think that they gonna take our seeds and nurture it. But again, like I say, the 50% is that we don't even know the value of our own seeds. We don't even trust the fact that we could nurture what we see into what we see. We gotta get, like I say, man, I'll tell you right, I'm at this point right now where I'm more excited about the nurture part than I am about what we gonna eat. Cause I know it's gonna grow. Cause I'm gonna nurture this motherfucker so right. Like you said in the comments, you was like you getting the blueprints and da 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 da. That's the nurture. Like you saying you want to be an architect. I'm saying if you don't want to make blueprints, you don't want to be an architect. If you don't want to design the house from the beginning to the end, you don't want to design the house. Like it's not something that you want to give to somebody else when it's yours, when it's really your divine mind. It's really your gift. It's yours. You're sharing it. So again, you're on point. You gave us the exclamation on yesterday and today. You know? Because that's not what we want. We want to nurture. And that's what I'm saying. We're afraid that we can't nurture. But only we can nurture what we see. Only we can nurture what we see. A potluck from the harvest, no doubt. But yeah, that's the mode though. That's the mode right there. I appreciate that too, because you open my eyes up with that shit. Like I said, I had to admit that I was actually looking for someone to nurture. Again, like I say, I'm not a historian. So since me not being a historian and not wanting to be a historian or entertainer, I couldn't see myself as a leader. You know, I couldn't see myself being more influential or anything other than whatever, you know, because there's a mold. It's a mold. So I'm like, well, here, why don't we? Hey, if you guys see something, if it's valuable into something, why don't you go ahead and nurture it? Because you got the clout, you got the fame, you obviously know how to get clout and be famous, right? So I understand what you're saying and how you can feel that way. But what I'm saying to you is that that's not the way to feel. We can't trust anyone else to see what we see. You know what I'm saying? And again, not even say that, like I say, people, I don't have, I'm not saying that I learned all of this stuff, anything other than experience. That's why I'm telling y'all to get active. Don't worry about being right. You'll be wrong all the time. It's cool. Like I'm telling you, you'll be wrong all the time. As long as your intentions is good, you know? But you'll definitely be wrong all the time. I know the fuck, you know? But yeah, I appreciate that because the heart, what did you say and shit? Like, when do you let someone else? When does the seed planter become the nurturer? And that's a hard thing to get. We live in a world where everything is decompartmentalized. You got research, you got development. They two separate departments and shit. The niggas that research it don't develop it. You know what I mean? It used to be research and development, but now they split. And that's like that in a lot of situations in the world. Or when you research some shit, you don't bring it to life. You know, that was poignant. That's dope. You know, but we can't be that guys. Cause see, again, that's the woke. That's the woke. That's the why I got woke. I didn't get woke to trust somebody else. I didn't get woke to give my seeds to these other niggas. Like right now, like it's hard for me not to just spill my beans and tell my plan out to the whole world, right? A month ago, right? But that's because I know that there are people that will take my plants and use them to poison me. Take my plants and my seeds and get rich and act like they never heard of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't give somebody else your plants. You don't give somebody else your seeds. I get it. It was charity. That's why I'm saying, like, a lot of the stuff that I was trying to do, that I want to do, I can't do for free. You can't do for free. You can't have too much free work out here with people doing stuff for free. They're gonna give you shoddy work. You can't. You're not gonna get the best out of people with charity. You know what I'm saying? You incentivize people. You give people bonuses and amenities. You make them feel, you know, um, excited about their job. Like, yeah, this is great. This is time. This is better than such and such and such and such. You know, and you demonstrate that, but you don't give away your stuff, and I don't give away. I can't give away my stuff. You know what I mean? Like again, I'm not watching people. I'm listening to people, and I hear people changing up their style and trying to catch it. And I'm not. I don't really be watching too much. Um, but I've noticed it, and you know. But the point is, you don't give away your seeds. You don't give away what you see. You know, you don't. Like I'm telling you, like what I'm about to do. I know everybody. Everybody could do what I'm about to do. What I'm doing, right? Especially if you got more, you know. But you couldn't do it because y'all don't have the whole thing. You don't have the thing, you know. But even if it doesn't matter, like you can't give your seeds to no one else to nurture. It's a fucked up world. It's a sad world, you know. It's a sad world. It always brings me back to attention, whatever it is I'm looking for. Yeah, it's a sad world. You can't. I can't. Um, I mean, it's disappointing. I'm not gonna say and lie to you. Like, it's not. It's disappointing that we can't get money together. Like, you got all these black people, whatever. It's disappointing, but it's going to work better with the head. Like, everything works better with the head. You don't have a lot of chefs and one too many people in one kitchen. You know what I mean? Too many hands, one pot. And that's what I had to come to understand. It's like, like we so fucked up that we don't have strong leadership. And people don't trust themselves enough to be strong leaders, you know? And we in a world where we discredit people, so nobody wants to be a leader. But in this day and age and shit, it's like we gotta have some leadership. And somebody, like I say, my new thing is um, executives. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I realize is that if we had a plan for black people, who gonna execute the plan? Like, we need somebody to, like, that's what you were saying about the nurture and shit. Like, who gonna nurture your seeds? Like, if I had a plan to save all black people, who gonna execute it? Who gonna be the executive officer to execute the plan? Because the plan is a business, right? Anytime a business is set up on a mission, if you got a business, you need a business plan. The plan is based upon the mission statement. What's your mission, right? So if your mission is to save black people, you need a chief executive who's going to execute and officiate this mission and this plan to achieve this mission. And black people don't have that. Black people don't think like that. Indians don't have that. We don't think like that. We don't want a nigga to be the leader. We don't want a nigga to be a chief. So therefore, we don't have nobody to execute the plan, to move on this shit. You know? Like, fuck a leader. We need an executor. We need somebody that's going to plan and execute. And that's where I had to, you know, to be at. But to be there, you can't, I can't give my seed to another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even if the nigga could help me. Like, again, there's some people that can help me. The fuck? There's some people that can help me. But I don't need nobody to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I can tell you, people that can help me can lend money, all types of shit. But I don't need none of that. And that's the thing about having your seed. Like, you don't need nobody to nurture your seed. And I mean, and that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be so hard for people to really catch up to where we going, and like, but I'm able to see it because I've experienced this shit. Like, bro, it's dangerous when the people really fuck with you. Like, if the people really fucking with you, it's dangerous. You can't have other people that the people don't fuck with nurturing. This shit, it's dangerous. It's destructive. You know what I mean? It's confusing. So it's like, you know, like, again, nobody wants to be like, if you're not trying to be an executive, you're not going to be successful. And if you're trying to be an executive, you're going to need to get paid. So if you're not thinking about how to get paid as an executive, you're not going to be successful and it's not going to last. So again, you have to be your own nurturer. You have to be the executive, the executor. There is no one else that can save black people. There is no one else that can nurture your dreams. You have to be that. It's hard. I get it. It's hard because we don't know it. We don't know what people will like. That's what I'm telling you. It's hard to get here. You don't know that people won't like what you got. I get it. That's the hardest shit. But I'm trying to get us to not give a fuck. I know it seems crazy. I'm trying to get us to not give a fuck if people like it or not. We want them to like it, but the only thing we can do is be true and be sincere about it. You know? Oh, why you make that? You should have let Margaret make it. Margaret, she make the best. Well, shit, if Margaret keep making it, I ain't gonna never make it. I ain't gonna never learn how to make it. It's gonna have to be some people that just eat my bad potato salad until I get good at it. And that's just life, y'all. We just gotta be friends, you know what I mean? And trust that, hey, man, this nigga, she gonna get her shit together. Hmm. But we can't keep trusting the same people that's not doing us no good. Using the same methods. Nobody is an executive. Nobody want to execute. Nobody got a mission statement. Like, what is our mission? What are the goals and objectives of this community? And that's some shit that I'm saying we can't leave up to the people that we got here. We can't leave up to somebody that's a seed nurturer. Like, for real, nigga. Where is your like a nigga? If you're gonna have to show me where your seeds farm is, where I mean where you've nurtured some shit at, because that don't even sound right. And that's what I'm saying. I get it. We don't trust ourselves. We believe the hype. We cannot believe the hype. We can't believe the hype. We gotta look at the world that we see and look at the people that we see in control and say we can't believe the hype. We can't believe the hype, bro. Like again, I hate to be messy and just be bearer of bad news, but we could go down like it's all a show. How you like you can't give your seeds to a showman, the motherfucker that you really want. Like I say, like yeah, bro, I would rather you lose your seed than to give it to somebody else. Why? Because you got the seed. You get another one. Again, I tell you, always stand on what you got. How we got here. How'd you get that seed? You know that. You'll go get another one. See what I'm saying? Like that's the reality of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose how you got here. Don't forget how you got here. Oh, it's the end of the world. I lost my seed. No, I mean it's cool. I tell you, like, we'll give up some shit, you know, but don't lose your marbles and shit. Don't lose how you got here. Don't forget that you can get another seed. All right, your words got more than some. Someone who will use what came from you to power them forward. I hope so. Peace to that God. I hope so. You know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help inspire, right? I'm here to help inspire. I'm here to help motivate the nurturers, right? Because that's the next step. Trusting ourselves and being active. I tell you, I hate being woke. I hate looking for someone else to find and nurture my seeds, my ideas, help and nurture our community, take us to the next level. Like again, you have to understand, like when that Kanye shit was came along, I didn't even talk about this shit because it's like I'm just like so over like everybody looking for someone else to nurture and take over this shit. And like I'm like, bro, y'all got it, man. Like anything y'all niggas want, bro. Like the shit is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, it was just like the nature, the nurture, the peace that I got. Mm-hmm. And I mean, and again, no disrespect to Connie. That's the part. That's cuz, but I'm just saying, like, I had realized by that time, it's like, bro, like, this is our shit. Like, this can only be what you want it to be. If we're not ready to make life what, like, again, we don't need seeds. We don't need to be woke. Fuck being woke if we're gonna give these niggas our shit. I be convinced a lot of these niggas are just what you call a patent agencies. You send your new idea to get a patent, and then next thing you know, a nigga got one the day before yours. You know what I mean? They steal all your information and they come out with your same shit. Like, you gotta send in your ideas, and then that's what they do at MTV. A lot of people don't let you send in unsolicited material, but nope, the big companies, they let you send your shit in and they steal it. Send in your music and they'll steal it. You see what I'm saying? That's how these big niggas do. So y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to send these niggas your ideas because they will steal it. And then they will take your divine seed and they will use it and do what they've been doing. Wonder why black folks ain't getting nowhere. Wonder why we ain't got nothing. Because they take our stuff and they know how to funnel it and dishearten us and dispirit us. You know? You understand the programming is so thick. Like, at the level that we are right now, we are so deprogrammed. We are so deprogrammed, but we are not desensitized. You know what I'm saying? So we have to start remembering how we got deprogrammed and desensitized so we don't have to be programmed by sensitivity. You know, we should only be sensitive to our highest vibrations and things that vibrate on our on a high frequency. Like bullshit, like we a lot of shit we shouldn't even believe. You know what I mean? Just, oh really? Wow, that's crazy. Let it go. You know? Because again, like at this stage, you should be looking to fail. Like I told y'all, death gotta prove herself to you. Failure gotta prove itself to you. If your seed fucking don't grow, you should be excited like a motherfucker. What I do wrong? Oh shit, that shit ain't grow. Oh shit, I must have fucked that one up. You see what I'm saying? And do it again. Because again, like, yo, the illest thing is, like I say, can't nobody take. I can do it again. Can't nobody take that from me. I know how to get a seed. It's so hard to get a seed. I know how to get a seed, and can't nobody take that from me. Now, I might not be the best farmer yet, but if I keep getting seeds and I keep putting these motherfuckers in the dirt, and I keep, okay, damn, that ain't work. Let me try this. That ain't work. You see what I'm saying? I'm not forgetting the fact, oh man, I can't grow no seeds. I can't grow. And I give up on the fact that I'm supposed to be getting a bunch of seeds and keep going. So no, we can't. We're going to be the best nurturers. The when does the this should be the question you said. It should have said, what was the question? It should have been, when does the seed planter become the nurturer? What was the question? Let's go back. What was the question? She said, what what do we do when a seed planter needs to become a nurturer? Right. So it shouldn't be that. It should be, if the seed planter is not a good nurturer. You see what I'm saying? Because these is your seeds. You can't trust nobody else with your seeds. They don't respect your seeds. They don't know how you got them. They don't know what you went through to get these shits. A nigga could steal your seed. I'm talking about, like, we trust you gonna just trust people to come on your land and they don't have seeds. If they had seeds, they be somewhere planting theirs. That's why I be saying, like, who is these planters? Who is these nurturers? I gotta see where they at, and they gotta show me a farm that they nurtured some shit into reality. Because you wouldn't be here nurturing mine. You wouldn't be here nurturing mine. Because again, you know how hard it is to get a seed. You know how difficult it is to have the idea that could grow and to stand on its own. You know what experiences, you know what struggles, you know what fucking life adversities and challenges you had to face to have a seed. That's why I'm saying I wanted to be drilling this personal relationship with one seed. One seed. Every time you get a seed, you betting it all on this one fucking seed. I'm not trusting no niggas with it all. And it all is in one that can fit in the center of your hand, and it all is right there. And you want to trust another person to do it all? No, that's what I'm saying. Like in this level, we gotta not be I know it's all. I get it, but fuck it all. Fuck it all. It's all. It's my dream. It's everything. But it's everything and it's all, and I can't trust nobody. I told you I'm wanting to bet on myself. That's the dumbest thing about me. It's like, bro, like I don't feel no pain because I'm wanting to bet on myself. I don't want to shoot no dice. I don't want to play the lotto. I don't want to do nothing that I know gonna win. I'm gonna just bet on myself every day. Find a way to bet on myself. If I This seed is everything. I'm betting it all on everything right here on this one seed. It's a relationship. I don't have to worry about a nurture because I'm watching it. I'm talking to it. I'm making sure it's doing what I need it to do. There, don't come too close. You standing in the light. Excuse me. Why are you here? It doesn't know you. I don't want my plant to hear your voice. I don't want my seed to get comfortable. You know, like a nigga with their new dog and they don't bring the dog around people. You know what I mean? I don't want my seed to be comfortable around somebody else. Like that's how we gotta be with these ideas. We don't need a gang of them. I feel you. I got a gang of ideas. I feel you. But you gotta fuck around and say, fuck them. Who go first? What's the everything? Cause what's the all? Who? Like again, it's focused attention here. Hot water don't boil. I mean, look, watch water don't boil. I get it. Shit, don't go too far. Stand around here and if you planning on some other seeds, then you might be plotting where you're gonna land it, but don't turn your back too far. You see what I'm saying? So you don't listen. You ain't got to stare at it, but you got to watch it. You don't trust nobody else to do it because again, every if you make a mistake, you are learning. You earn that. That's the learn. Everything you earn, you learn when you earn it. So yeah, if you make a mistake, you just learned. You can't buy learning. You know what I'm saying? So no, I get it, and that's the hard part. But again, I'm guilty of it, and I'm telling you from experience. I would rather fuck around and fail, cause y'all see me. I couldn't give it to a nigga that couldn't. That's gonna fuck it up. You can't do that. Even though I want some nurture, I want somebody else more experienced and nurturing, more what is it called? Decorated, right? And accomplished in the field of nurturing. But they can't nurture my seed. Hell no. I thought he could. I hoped he could. I wish they could. But the reality is can't nobody nurture your seed. You'd rather watch this motherfucker burn. Excuse my friends, pardon me, y'all, for truth and honesty, but you rather watch that seed not because again, your intention is not for it to die. Your intention is for it to grow. So if something didn't grow, you gotta learn out why now. What am I doing wrong? What did I do that make this seed not grow? You just gonna get a report from a nurturer. Oh well, we put it in the ground and your seed came back acidic and it was 3.6 degrees pH. And like, what? What can you do with that in practical life? A nigga give you a spreadsheet because we trusted somebody else and they gonna give you back some numbers. No, we gonna live this and we gonna put our attention into it and we gonna put our intention into it. We gonna talk to the seed. Like again, like the thing I'm going through right now, I'm telling y'all, like, we got to take time with this. Even though we got seeds, you got to know when to plant it. The first day you go get a seed, that don't mean you go put it in the dirt. You might not have ever had a seed before. You might not have ever heard of a season, a farming season, or a winter frost. So you don't know. And you're going to go find out and get that experience. But once you get your seed, you might got to wait a while. Do some things, set some things up. You might got to, now, I mean, again, like for reality, you got a seed, you in business, but you need some stuff. You need a hoe, a plow. You know what I'm saying? You need a little bit of, you know what I mean, some things here. So you ain't in a rush to make a mess. But you secured the God. You secured the gift. You secured the gem. He locked and loaded though. You can put this one seed in a vault. You can leave a plow and all this other shit you about to buy by the door, because they don't bring you nothing without the seed. But just because you went and go got the seed, you don't just go drop it in the ground. You gotta go prepare. You gotta go make a way. You see what I'm saying? That's the reality of this. And again, we learn all of this through experience and shit. Because again, we spend most of our life getting a seed. We spend most of our life getting an idea, getting a gift, getting something to share that's valuable, that's worthy, that we know can bear fruit. And we just so ready to just throw it in the ground. We just so ready to just pour dirt on this motherfucker. Not realizing, you know? So yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm guilty of it. But I'm saying here, we gonna listen. Unfortunately, we gonna fuck up some seeds before we give it to these people. Okay, we gonna lose a few good seeds before we lose them to these people in the mental, in the here and now. We're the nurturer. Like that's the part of the job. Like I'm thinking, like I say, the shit that get me so excited. Like I say, it's not the priest king part. It's the part that I get to do me for other people. The nurture part. It's the again, like I remember I was saying about the seed. Like again, we get so upset, one, because we're waiting for somebody to see the value in our seeds that we got. Being woke. We woke. We want to contribute. How can we, what's this woke shit? We're gonna join this group, we're gonna join this organization. Can somebody see the value in what I got to bring? Cool. Or okay, the Hebrews fuck with me, fuck it. I'm gonna be a Hebrew, I'm gonna plant my seed here and help this Hebrew shit grow. That's how we thinking. You know what I'm saying? But we woke. We can't trust this Hebrew shit. That shit ain't been grown. It must be something that they doing wrong. There's more shit. This shit ain't been grown. This shit must be something they doing wrong. Pan Africans, fucking everybody. What they doing wrong? See what I'm saying? So I'm not running to give them my good seeds, my brand new seeds, my fresh from the source seeds, so they can go mix it in the old rotten, dusty soil. You dig? Nah, not at all. This is the hard part. I get it. Woke for what? I get it. And there ain't no help for us right here. The help for us is coming, but it ain't like we thinking. You see how I did this? Because that's where it's at. It's around the edges. The help is coming around the edges. The help can't penetrate you. It should never penetrate you. That ain't help. You see what I'm saying? The help is coming around the edges. You know? And that's what they're afraid of. See, like when we get woke, they steal your identity. Like you just took your seed and you planted it with the Hebrews. You just took your seed and you planted it with the Moors. Even you just took your seed and hey, maybe you think you planted it with the Indians or something. I don't know. You know? But they steal your ability to nurture. They steal your ability to nurture. You want to put it in the ground and hope it be thy will. We're going to pray to God. We're going to pray to Yahweh. We're going to pray to Jehovah to nurture. And like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's the dichotomy. It's the foolishness. None of these things is going to help us here. They can't help us here. They shouldn't help us here. They don't want the fun. Like, I'm sorry, you don't want the fun. The purpose. The purpose is to nurture. Fuck you mean? I'm bugging out here, baby. You bugging out. If she was here, I'd have just I'd pop her up. I'd have popped her. She gonna pop me back because it was just reciprocal, right? But yeah, that's the purpose, though, doggy. Fuck you mean? The purpose is to nurture. Like again, these seeds is fucking vehicles for nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like in my new book, I mean, it's not my book, but the children's book. The first book of the children's book is how the children were born, how the three sisters is born. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, it's a long story short, but it's basically grandmom wanting children. You know what I'm saying? It's purpose in life. It's like the purpose of a woman, of a grandmom who already had experience. Like again, so the reason why I did that, let me tell you why I wrote this, why I wrote that book like that, why I wrote that chapter. Because I know the Indians, we got a lot of grandmom love. We love our grandmoms, and we don't really understand how a grandmom could take in young kids. My grandma used to adopt kids and all, like kids that was on drugs from my aunts and stuff. They would all live with her. Not the kid, but whatever. Like grandma, everybody live with grandma. And you wonder, why do everybody live with grandma? So in this book, in this first story of the three sisters, it's a story of how the grandmom character asked the Great Spirit for some children to nurture, you know? For another, for some little pitter pats of some little feats, you know, with all the experience that grandmom got now. Because again, grandmom had her kids, cool, but now grandmom is experienced 2 times. So what if, you know what I mean? So that was how I explained that story about nurturing. That's what grandma wanted. That's why grandma don't mind having all these kids and having all these babies in the house and bring more kids or whoever's kids because it's about nurturing. Our purpose is nurturing. Whatever we come and bring and share, we gotta nurture it. I'm not saying we're gonna have copycats and we gonna have clones. No. We gotta be that energy of nurturing and that energy of caring and sharing, like nurturing. Purpose. So, but yeah, though, that's what we at with that one. Though. That's what we at as purpose. Don't forget that. You know what I mean? The purpose is the nurture. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I tell you, I'm guilty of the same shit. I'm not knowing. It's scary. We wake up, and again, like I say, the part of it is the intention. We got good hearts. We don't want to hurt nobody. We got a good idea, and we want it to be best. So we don't feel like we know best. We want to trust and believe these other people can help us do best. Last thing we want to do is hurt the people and not do our best. I understand that. And that's what I'm saying. We got to get the fuck out of that mindset. There's no such thing as not doing our best. We will never know that. As long as we try our best, we did our best, and that's it. It's hard to get to that point, but that's how you get out of bed. That's how you take these covers off your head and you really woke. Because we can't be woke and we giving it up to these people and we looking for help. We looking for someone to nurture our thing. Because again, it's all nurturing. A seed, again, like how long is a seed a seed? How long is a child a child? I mean, how long are you pregnant, right? The nurture part is the purpose part. Again, it goes back to intentions. When you have your seed, you are infusing your seed with intention. With this is it. My intentions for you. This is your purpose. This is what you are here for. We're so blessed to have you. We're so grateful that you are able to help us, right? I mean, is this true? Again, if this seed is going to change my life, you're not excited about it. You're not grateful for this opportunity. Like, you don't want this thing to grow. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all could fool yourself or you could live in reality. Like, the people that can't like live in reality, that can't focus their attention, that can't determine how much this seed is worth to them in their life changing. Like, again, I want to have a I'm not I want to think of ideas that change my life. I want $1 million idea. I want $1 billion idea. So if I coming living in that reality, every seed is important. Every idea is important because it's helping me to get to my reality, to my destination. But again, the reality is that the best part of all of that is that I can get seeds. That's the best part. That's the best part. But again, we can't get it. We gotta get past that. I got a seed shit, and okay, I got seeds. But what is this seed, and how real is this seed to you? Like, again, if this seed, like a lot of this stuff, like, again, you know, niggas say, oh, you got a voice. You know what? Why don't you get a voice? Like, if this shit is important to you, why don't you nurture it? Like I say, we can't trust people with our kids. I know it's hard to understand that, but you just can't be leaving your kids at people's houses. You know what I'm saying? For sleepover, slumber parties and shit. Like, we don't know people. You know what I'm saying? And these is your seeds. These is your seeds. Everything, like, that's what I'm just saying. At this stage right here, we are the nurture. And again, we gotta get more um selfish, because if you don't want to nurture the seed, fuck that seed. You see what I'm saying? Like, again, remember I told y'all, like, one of the reasons I'm like, I had to, it was good to step away from the page because it's like people couldn't see me in it. They don't have to see me. They could just see this and not have to see me, you know? So again, now I get to say, well, what do I want people to see me for? This is the purpose of these seeds. This is purpose. This is life every day. You gotta get up. You're a farmer. What type of farmer you got? You know, what type of farm is this? Is it cornfield? Is it a wheat field? Is it fucking soy? You growing soy? What you growing here? What type of farmer are you? You see what I'm saying? So we decide. You know what I mean? And it's a purpose. It's a reflection of us. You know, you tell a tree by its fruit, right? So when people see you, they should know you based upon what you're doing. You're nurturing. Oh, this is what you're working on? Yeah, this is me. Like, why? Like, again, like, you know, when you tell a person what you do, they're trying to find out, into your mind. How do you think? Oh, this is what you do. It might be about money, but it might be about your intellectual level and and your level of sophistication. What do? You see, it's the same thing with what do you nurture? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your purpose? Like, what are you bringing to life? What are you bringing forth? What's your fruit? And that's the seed. That's when you really woke. Like again, I'm telling y'all, at this stage, we gotta not worry about people laughing at us, a sleep person laughing in his sleep and shit. Like we not worried about that and shit. It's about let's come up with seeds that represent us, that reflect us, and demonstrate our purpose, and then we can demonstrate our value by our nurturing abilities. We can demonstrate our gifts and use our gifts, respond to our abilities by our nurturing. Again, this is destination. That's all I'm saying here. We don't have to go anywhere else and do anything else. Woke for what? What's the purpose of being woke? What's the purpose of knowing more if we can't find a place in there to reflect what we do? To put our energy, our daily focus, our energy, our knowing, our 7 day um advantage, right? Our 7 day focus into our seed, into our plant, into our life giving entity. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we gotta start thinking. Is because again, we can come up with seeds for other people, but we need to, like again, like who's buying your seeds? That's back to day one and shit. Like who's fucking with your seeds when you don't have a track record of seeds that's $1 million seeds. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying, like, who is nurturing seeds if they don't have a track record of nurturing $1 million seeds? This is how we get to a world where we got nothing, where we paying people for invoices and no results. No, in this world, we know that they don't know. We know that they not nurturing nothing. Like I'm telling you, like again, you don't come to our movement if you got a movement. I can't give a nigga that joined my church the keys to my church because he don't have a church. Like it's crazy. Like, how'd you get here? You see what I'm saying? It's getting cold. Turn this air off. That should be a while. But yeah. And I understand that we don't get it. That's why we gotta have these conversations so we can understand why we should get it. Why it's important for us to get it. We have to get it. We have to get it that it's about the nurture. If your seed ain't worth you growing, fuck that seed. Come, let's wait until you get that seed that you can put your name on. You can put your stamp on. Because that's when we get to emanate. We shine in here. We stars. We soul beings. We coming with the solution. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be worried about everybody else shining at this stage. Everybody else gonna shine. How do the moons shine? How do this, how do the how do the planets shine? They reflect the sun. So we got a job to do. We gotta shine, and then we can make everybody else shine. It's you know the moon not mad that it don't have its own light. It's shine when it shine, and that's how everybody else gonna feel. But we gotta be the nurturer. We gotta be known for shining. And again, you can, like, I would say that's in reverse. When the seed planter becomes a nurturer, no, it would be when the seed planner that was the nurturer goes back to planning. Because again, who's going to buy your seeds if they're not $1,000,000 seeds? Who's buying your seeds if they're not $1,000,000 seeds? Who's trusting you to make a hit record if you ain't make a hit record? And who's trusting you to grow up and nurture some shit that you ain't got nothing? So yeah, like this is not that no more. This is real woke. And we mad because we woke and we gotta bury our seeds in an organization. We gotta bury our seeds in a group. We gotta hope somebody else will nurture it. We gotta hope somebody else will co-sign it. Like that's not what we're doing. And I say I understand that's hard. That's why this thing is so hard to imagine to even get through. That people could like it. But I'm saying like fuck it if they don't like it. It don't matter if they like it because again, it's all you got. Can y'all dig it? Like how do how do how do sleep people like woke people? Like that's a hard thing to get. You wake up and you think that you're gonna still be the same mover, shaker, popper, and you gonna have the same. No, you nigga, you woke now. You talking differently. You moving differently. You have to learn how to reconnect with the people. Not like you're talking down to people, but you might be talking over their heads. You see what I'm saying? So you woke, but you again we upset because we don't know how to make them woke. We don't know how to give them the fire that we got and passion them like we got, right? So again, that's why you want to be the nurturer. Damn, what the fuck they got going on over there? How you do that? How you make that thing come into that life like that? The expert, you know? What makes a nigga expert, bro? Like it's a hard thing to really determine an expert. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have experience to be an expert. You have to be willing to put yourself in the situation, you know, to know what it's going to take to bring this thing to life. What's it going to take to live in destiny? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Got a shiny in the building. I was thinking of a name for Shawnee. I know everybody got a name. I ain't got a name for Shawnee yet. I was thinking Princess Abundance. Because you know your mom is, I guess your mom is the queen of abundance, right? So you might be the heir. You might be the heir to the throne, Miss Princess Abundance. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, you cool with that? That is crazy. But yeah, like I was just thinking about that, man. You know, that it's so hard to be woke. It's so painful to be woke. You know, but it's only because we're afraid. It's only because we don't want to upset people. We don't want to disturb people. We don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. You know, we feeling sorry for people. We feeling bad for people. You know, but that's all in our minds. It's an illusion. It's a mental trap. You dig what I'm saying? It's a mental trap. Make a lot of noise. That would be a thing. But again, like you don't even have to. This ain't making noise. I don't know if she's talking about this, but I'm just gonna piggyback on what she's saying. I don't know if she's saying what I'm about to say, but in this, you don't necessarily want to make a lot of noise. Like again, it's not a race. Like let's use a Bible analogy. The nigga building the ark and shit. You're not putting up signs telling everybody you building an ark. You're not telling everybody I got a seed. I get it. Niggas that know you, they're gonna be like, oh wow, something's different. People gonna be like something different. But it's like, yeah, we don't gotta make a noise about this. We don't gotta make a fuss about this. This is the I am. I'm betting on like, see, like the thing is, it's like I feel silly about a lot of this shit. It's like I'm betting on myself because, and I don't talk about it because it's like, isn't everybody else? Who isn't everybody else betting on themselves? You know what I'm saying? And they're probably not. But you don't want to keep talking about it because it seems stupid. Like I'm saying, a lot of this shit, like when you come to this understanding at destiny, it seems stupid. Like, yeah, I'm about to bet on myself. Like, well, what have you been doing all this time? And not to say we haven't. We have. That's what I'm saying. We have. That's how we got woke. Because we knew that we knew that we was different. We knew that these niggas was lying to us. They trying to keep the truth from us. They trying to hide us from us. That once I tap in, I'm good. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? So when I found that out, how did I find that out? Because I ain't give a fuck about other people. How do I stay woke? Because I don't give a fuck that people think I'm crazy. That people think I should just go to Jesus and ask for forgiveness. Have a little talk with Allah. I don't worry about that. See what I'm saying? That's how I got woke. You see? So now that I'm woke, I can't start giving a fuck about what people think. I'm still crazy. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And that's why you gotta keep it to yourself. Like again, you don't think everybody got a seed? You don't think everybody got a seed? That's how I'm saying. Like, I'm stupid like that. Like, that's why I gotta be quiet, Cause I'm thinking this shit's so stupid, so easy. I'm like, everybody ain't got one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not nurturing their dream and nurturing their ambitions. Like these niggas ain't betting on theyself. Like for real. The way that these is selfish and me, like everybody's betting on themselves. I'm stupid. So it's like a lot of this stuff, we gotta stop thinking that, you know, again, that when you get here, you realize you're here because everybody else is betting on themselves. You realize you're here because hey, you know, people go along and get along. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't have to make noise at this point. At this point, you gotta be great. You gotta be great. That's the noise. Like you say, make noise to wake people up, emanate, radiate. I'm not here to wake niggas up no more. That shit is that day is crazy. That woke shit, waking niggas up shit is crazy. I'm here to radiate. The sun gonna get too hot, you gonna have to move. You gonna have to turn over. You gonna have to walk around. You gonna have to go get in the pool. Something. But that's the thing. We here to radiate. It's like we not asking for permission to shine. We not asking for permission to shine. And I'm not making a fuss about it. You know what I mean? Like again, it's the nurture thing. Like I'm saying, like, y'all know I used to like I said, I didn't know how to act when people be stealing my stuff. It's like because I'm not a history teacher and it's like if these niggas want to do it, you got it. I will fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it. That ain't me. That's that. If you can do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Right? But that's not this level. This level is finding you. Like I was saying, like in a world, you can do anything. What do you want to do? You see? You don't gotta make a fuss about it. You get up every day and do it. Like again, I don't wanna make a big deal about this shit because if it don't do nothing crazy, who cares? Like there's nothing else for me to do. I'm gonna keep doing it every day. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like every day I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna nurture this motherfucker. There's nothing else for me to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's the again, like I'm saying, find the seed, see, see the idea that represents you, that encompasses your purpose. That's it. Like again, at this stage, when I say I want y'all to come up with your ideas and your businesses, is I want you to find your place in this. Where is the thing that encompasses you that you could share, that you can do every day, and do effortlessly with love and good intention that you can nurture every day or whenever you feel like it, whenever the mood hits you, however it moves you. You see what I'm saying? But that's what this is. It's about everybody in our oneness having that connection to that oneness, being able to nurture their gifts, to nurture their seeings, nurture their seeds, and to be known for that. To be known, like again, if you only known for nurturing one idea, you the shit. You ain't got to blow it. Like I say, like a lot of these niggas, bro, they famous. Umar Johnson, he famous for trying. Shout out to the nigga. I know. I say Umar, you got to open that school. I ain't gonna kill you. I could never do it, cause hey man, he's famous for trying. See what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but the idea is prominent. You see what I'm saying? And but as a God in tune, as a God in know, as a God still connected to all things, still able to attach and attract, you know, we invincible. We can do amazing things, right? But we have to be able to see it in our minds first. We have to be willing to nurture it and to bet the house on it, become it. Like I say, see ourselves in it, be it, you know? And that's to me, that's the purpose of the seed. That's the purpose of being woke, is not to just be in the know. We're not waiting for no one to nurture our seeds. And she's so poignant. It's a beautiful idea. Who's going to nurture our seeds? Who's going to help us with these great ideas? I know how we can get together. Like, you know, I have an idea. Who's going to help me with? No one. No one. And that's the beauty of it. Because again, where would you be at? Where would I be if if he was doing me? If he was doing my job? If he was watering my plants and feeding my crops? Where would I be? What would I be doing? Like again, we don't know what life is. We think we want to have money to be what? To do something. What are we going to do? Are we going to be somewhere nurturing something, or are we just going to spend our life on the beach drinking tequilas? Is there a level of money, of freedom, where we begin to tap inside of ourselves and then nurture? Is there an Oprah level? Is there a Jay-Z level when you become the nurturer? Because that's what I'm assuming, that that's why we all want money and find things. I want to be in a house where I can meditate, right? I want wealth around me so I can feel like I can attract meditation and wealth in my meditation. But what am I doing with all of these things? What am I nurturing? If I got all, like you say, she can save all black people. If she's not a nurturer, how? Oh, he's rich. He could help all. He could change the black situation. If he's not a nurturer, you see what I'm saying? Like, so that's the thing. The thing is when you're purpose driven, your purpose is coming from that seed. Your purpose is the seed that you plant. Your purpose is to see this seed grow to life and to stand over this seed and to get the blue ribbon for the biggest, you know what I mean? For the biggest pumpkin, for the biggest squash. You see what I'm saying? Because you nurtured this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Like again, I can get it. It's so hard to come up with a seed. That's what I'm saying. That's the important part. I'm not gonna discount that. That's the important part. Until you get the seed, until you get it, until you got the one that's the shit. Then after that, bro, you on to this because you want that seed to grow. Like we don't want to be stuck in seed mode. We don't want to be stuck in seed mode. You know, like that's why I'm talking about destination. And the beauty of this whole conversation is that nobody gives us nothing for being here. We get to decide what being here is worth. Being in the know is worth. Being woke is worth, right? And being woke is an opportunity to nurture this seed. Dead people can't nurture their own seeds. Sleep people, scared people, depressed, deprived people, oppressed, deprived people can't nurture their own seeds. They can't focus on that there is nobody stopping you. There is no weapon formed against you. No one hates you. There doesn't have to be a seance. We don't have to dig up no dead people to get permission to focus on why I'm here. See what I'm saying? So, woke people and sleep people don't have too much in common. You know what I'm saying? At this stage of being woke, you gotta trust yourself. You know what I mean? And again, if you don't want to have a life centered around your purpose, if you don't want to have a life centered around, because what is that called? Again, it's not. I mean, see, this is the thing. Like I'm stuck on nurturing because I like the way she put that. Again, I tell you, she's so poignant. But again, what is that called? Because we got these are stages. None of this shit is important. None of it. The only thing important is growth and development. Is the final product. Is success. But what is this called? What are these stages called? You see what I'm saying? Like again, none of these shits is important, but they all more important than everything. Without a seed, it don't matter. Without you putting the nurture in it, fuck that seed. But what is that called? I can't think of what it's called. But yeah, every step is more important than the next step. And every step is all you need. But you can't be a nurturer without a seed. A nigga can't tell me how to nurture somebody else's seeds. It's impossible. It's impossible. And you don't want to believe it. Unless it's grandma, unless you seen her seeds and seen her kids and you seen how they grow up, turn out. No, this is your chance. This is what we are here for. I mean, What if? I feel you. What if? You should tell me. You tell me. What if? Because again, now we dealing with um vision. And now we dealing with vision and we dealing with the intentions of your seed. So again, if if you got an orchard and you have a community of planters, nurturers, and gatherers, you have to tell me what is this? What is this? What is this community? I don't know what this community is. Is this a warehouse? Is this a floral shop? Is this a farm or is this a house garden? Like, or is this a community garden on a vacant lot? Like where I live at, we got community gardens. It used to be a vacant lot, right? It used to be a vacant house. So you got to decide. Like again, it's no got you moments. You know what I mean? If that's your dream, like that's what I'm saying. If that's your dream, you gotta say what comes next. You know, because again, if that one seed has already become an orchard, then obviously you're the expert in planting seeds. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, you're an expert in nurturing seeds, right? So now you tell me what comes next at that stage. You see what I'm saying? At that stage, I can't tell you what's next. You know what I'm saying? We can have a discussion about what's next. I can tell you about my experiences and you can tell me about yours. But you know what's next. You know what I'm saying? And that's again, that's the part about being woke, where we can't be keep constantly looking for a next. I don't know what's next for a person that's took a seed and turned it into a community. You know what I mean? Turned it into an orchard. I don't know what's next for them. Like, is it a business? It seemed like they should be in business, right? It seemed like they should be looking to get to do it again. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like again, but that might not be their purpose. Their purpose might have been like again. Imagine my purpose. My purpose at the time was Indians. So you say me after we took one seed, we created a community garden. We got planters. We got a bunch of people planting that information, and you know we got gatherers and everything out here. So what's next? I don't know. I mean, you have to ask. Like, it's 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 a it's a hypothetical question, but it's based upon your vision. You know what I'm saying? And at that particular point, you're an expert. You know, you can do it again. I don't know. I'm assuming that you will be wanting to do it again because it sounds accomplished. It sounds, you know what I mean? Like, so that's a beautiful thing. Like, I don't know what you do next. Are you fulfilled? Did that fulfill you, or are you still? um Because again, listen to what you're saying and shit. Like, you know, like that's a beautiful thing when you can bring people in. You can create um not to say um a dream, but um joy or like happy, like what was a position is like a, you know what I mean? Like, people find um joy in their jobs, right? Of being a planter or a nurturer or a gardener. I get it. So is that what you enjoy? Do you enjoy creating these communities? You know? What I mean, I see, so like that's what I'm saying. At this point, we are it. Like, I don't know what's next for you at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my point is to get you to that point. My point is to tell you that you can get to that point. You know what I'm saying? You can get to that point where you're an expert. But yeah, you gotta At that point, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. No doubt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and that's the thing. Like that's why we nurture this thing. Like again, so now if this is your plant and this is your one seed, everybody you hire, I'm sure you're going to talk to them and you're going to check their intentions. And then you're going to make sure that they do everything according to your specifications. Like, this is how I do this. This is how I talk to my plants. This is how I feed them. This is how I do this. And you're going to do it the way I do it based upon my experience and my intentions for my community in my garden. You see what I'm saying? So now you're doing that, you're sharing that, you're implementing that into people, you're spreading your light, they're shining, they're glowing based upon the energy that you have infused into them. You see what I'm saying? So now I mean, again, that is purpose driven. You see what I'm saying? So now my question is, do you do it again or you know, do you beat it? I don't know. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, but doing that is everything. And that's what I'm saying. And I get it. It's hard to say what you do at that point. But I'm telling y'all, like, when you get there, you're done. You don't have any worries. You're not worried about anything. There are no worries. You're just gonna sit. You do it or you don't do it. I don't know what you do after that. Like again, if somebody comes along and robs your garden, what do? You know, if you have a fire in the garden, what do? Someone hacks your page, what do you do? You know, like so. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that for you, but I can assure you that when you're in that position, um, that's a good one to have. That's better than being not in that position. You know what I'm saying? That's better than, like, again, being woke is better than not being woke. We can't see again, like, see how she went so right back to being afraid. Not to say she is afraid. She's just asking good questions. But just like you could go right back to being afraid, right back to being lost, right back to being scared, right back to not trusting. That quick. It happens. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we can't believe that we can have. Like, so what do I do when I get everything that I want? I mean, you enjoy it. Like again, that is destiny. Destiny is not the seed. Destiny is getting the seed. Destiny is putting the seed in the ground. Destiny is waiting, nurturing, holding, kissing, hugging, coming to life. Destiny is, you see, destiny is not every time you do something, oh, I can't believe I did that, man. So what I do now? What I do now? I get it. It's hard. It's scary. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I'm sorry. Damn it, Shells. Because again, we all get there, and I get there. I get there. I'm sorry, but yeah, like you can't go back. And that was, I mean, it's a good question, but damn. And I get it. I get it. Like, first of all, why can't we be happy here? Like, and I know it seems crazy, but what about after that one seed has already come? Like, have you had a party yet? Have you had a celebration? You know, have you do you give out employee of the months or gardener of the months or, like, you know, Like, have you had a wine and cheese? You know, like, what do you mean? What do you do when you have your shit together? Have you had a party? Have you invited over some friends? Have you been in a magazine? Have you won any awards yet? What do you mean? What do you do when you have achieved your success? What do you mean? Have you had a party? Have you celebrated? Have you got a pat on the back? Has anyone given you a hug? Let me be the first to give you a hug for achieving it. Like, that's the reality. Have you had a party yet? You know? Have you lived in your success? Have you enjoyed it? You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, we are not here to work. We're not workaholics. We're not slaves to these ideas. We're not slaves to this purpose. We're not slaves to this culture. Have you had a party? Did you did you get to roll in the hay? Did you do anything freaky in after dark in the leaves, in the flowers, the rose petals in the bedroom? Like, have you enjoyed it? Did you walk through it and smell the roses? Yeah, like, we're not idea machines. We're not seed planters. No, that's again, like, you know, this is your life, my nigga, my G, my goddess, my divine feminine. This is your life. What do you mean? What do you do when you've accomplished greatness? What do you do when you've accomplished? Like, come on, like, we are woke. We enjoy greatness. We enjoy our accomplishments. We bask in our success. What do you mean? Yeah, we have to accept that. We have to change the way we think. We have to change. Have you had a party? That's what I should have said. I'm mad it took me a second to catch on to that. To to catch on to that, you know? Because yeah, it sounds like you're successful, you know? It sounds like this person is accomplished. You know, it sounds like this person might need to be in a magazine, have a write up, have some publicity, get a little bit of attention, noteworthy. Yeah, that's what it would sound like to me, you know, on the outside looking in. But I understand when you're inside. But that's why we gotta stop being inside. We gotta stop it, you know. Stop living for, you know, likes and likes. Stop living for the outside. Did you have a party? Because you sound accomplished. You know, you sound successful over here. You sound like a person that has done it. Did you have a party? I don't know. I'm sorry, but I should have said that off the rip. But we get so caught up in the shit. But what I'm talking about here today, y'all, is living in your success. I'm talking about, is this you? Yeah. Is that you successful? Is that you in control with an organization of planners and gardeners and, you know? Shit. Like, man, that's what we working on. That's why these conversations is so important, you know? Because there is no separation from us in everything in our seed. There's no separation. There's no changing us. There's no going back to us. Like I said, like, you know, even, you know, if I put myself in that situation, I gotta sit here and look at it and say, well, what do you want to do, Jamie? You want to switch your pitch, or you want to double down? You want to do, Jamie? You want to have a party? You know, I just won the World Series. I'm going to Disney World. Like we're gonna live in our success. There's no way you took a seed from nothing to something, got other people to buy into it, believe it, helping you, paying them or not. If you're paying them, that means that it's sufficient, substantial. This is noteworthy. You know, like that's where we at with this shit. There's no one else that needs to be noteworthy but us. There's no one else that's worthy of write ups and articles but you that did it from the muscle, the homegirl from around the way. You know what I mean? Then took a seed and then turned it into a splendor. And that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta be in places and spaces where we can hold her down and recognize her and other people like her's accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? And this is celebratory and this is noteworthy. So I'm on that type of time. I don't want you to have, because again, like so, like either she's missing what I'm saying, or I'm not saying, or I'm missing what she's saying, either I'm not saying it right. Because again, what I'm saying is everything. Get everything in your hand. Get your purpose in your hand. You know, plant your purpose, nurture your purpose. You know, what do you do when your purpose is complete? I don't understand that. You celebrate. Have you had a party? Did you get an accomplishment? Have you got an award? But then your purpose is not complete. I get it. People say the world. I say I saved the world because I realized what saving the world is. People say I haven't done it. Okay, cool. My job isn't complete. Maybe I haven't got an award. Right. I get it, but that don't mean I'm gonna change my job. That don't mean I'm gonna sell my job. I'm successful at my job. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like the hardest place to be is when you take one seed and it becomes an orchid. Why would you be anything else but accomplished? Hashallah, like that's power. Walking, moving, in action, describe, descriptive. You know what I'm saying? Why would you be anything else? Why would we move out of our power? We can have hobbies. You can have, you know, um, things that you do to pass your time. But this is power here. This is, I mean, come on now. This is power here. I took a seed and made it into an orchid. You know, I took a seed and made it into a business, and this business represents me. This business reflects my purpose here. Everybody here eating off my purpose. Ain't that the shit? What else do you want, nigga? I wanna get these niggas a raise. See, like my purpose should make these niggas fat. Hold on, man. I'll be back. Let me go. Let me go figure out how to go make these niggas, eat more off my purpose. Like if it's working, can you do two seeds at once? I don't know. Can you have, you know, a seed? I mean, a garden in the front, a garden in the back. Maybe get a greenhouse, but don't stop fucking with seeds. Don't come out now and talk about you an electrician. I come around this bitch. I'm a plumber now. Oh, I thought you was a gardener. Yeah, well, I'm HVCAVC certified. Like, nigga, yeah, this is everything. You know, like I said, I don't know how we don't know this, but this is the universe, and we just having universal conversations. But I'm trying to show y'all and explain to y'all that this is everything. This person right here is unstoppable. This person right here should they niggas they have a party every day. That person right there is fearless, right? It's like how do you know how do you how do you what is it called? How do you predict the behavior of a fearless individual? you know, like you know, I'm sure somebody told him that that one seed ain't gonna be nothing. What else can I tell him? You got one seed. Good luck. What can I tell him? You know, what can I tell them? They got one seed. Yeah, it's different. It's different on this side, and I get it. It's hard to understand. That's why I'm telling you, like a lot of people can't really do what I do or what I'm about to do because they can't see this. They can't see that. What do you do when you take a seed from one seed and make it into a orchid? Like, what do you do at that point? Nobody can see that shit unless you get there. I get it. But what you don't do is you don't stop making seeds. What you don't do is you don't give up on your garden. You know what I mean? Like you don't stop being an expert. Like, that shit is funny. That shit's crazy though. But yeah, I like that one. That was a good one though. Coming up on 3 hours. Thank y'all for hanging out. Man, that was a good one though. That was a good one there, Shells. I appreciate that one. You know, I appreciate that. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of us could get that and understand it. You know what I mean? That's a goal. You know, that's a goal to be a knowing, fearless person. You know, like again, like I said, like what do you tell that person? You can't tell that person anything. I could make a suggestion. you know what I mean? We could, you know, I could offer some advice. You know, and we could have a conversation, but to tell them, impossible. You know what I'm saying? They know. They live in the know. You know what I'm saying? And that's a person that should never go back to being less than them, being afraid and being scared, thinking that they can't do it and that they shouldn't be doing it and that what I'm gonna do next. Like, bro. But again, I'm talking about purpose here. We're not talking about planting some real seeds. We're talking about seeds of your mind, ideas that you see and seed into reality, seed that you plant into the ground of the universe and that you nurture with your intentions and with your will and with your actions. That's what I'm talking about. Don't get it confused. I'm talking about being woke and being active. That's what I'm talking about. Don't get it confused. I'm saying what you woke for if you ain't active. What you woke for if you're still in the bed. Nobody told you today. I love you. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I got such the coolest friends. Shells is here. Uh, Is Luki Hana still here? Shout out to the goddess. She was here. Shout out to Princess Abundance. She in the building. Shout out to the God Beyond Smith. Hold me down. You know, Beyond Smith is like my oh, shout out to El Shiva. Gotta get a name for gotta get a name for this segment. She got that warrior energy, and gotta get a name for the warrior goddess. Yes, we are here. And again, I was saying shout out to Beyond Smith though. He's um my super weapon, my super secret weapon. He keeps me in my Rashad Jamal Young Pharaoh bag. You know, shout out to Beyond Smith. He keeps me fly. He keeps me in the algorithm. He keeps me on my toes. So shout out to the guy. Shout out to the goddesses. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Rock that shit. Oh yes. But yeah, I hope this was a good conversation. I hope this helps. You know, I guess this is like part two to yesterday though. We added on yesterday, but you know, be deep. I like it though. I like it though. Thank you guys for hanging out. I ain't gonna hold you up any longer. I definitely appreciate you. I see you ASAP Rocky. See y'all soon. Probably tomorrow. Yes, no one told you today I love you. I hope something good happens to you today. It's kind of late. So I hope something good happens to you tomorrow. Of course. Yes, I do. I do. I do. And man, get ready for your seeds. You ain't got to plant them, but you got to get them together. Let's get our seeds ready. Get our attentions ready. Baby need a new pair of shoes. Ooh.